Sports Tonight is back again. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to have you join us once again to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonaklan. So much is going down in our world of sports. Yes, in Spain, they are playing the Super Cup, Atletico Madrid. The moment the match started, Diego Costa scored a goal in under 1 minute. But Real Madrid had to clap back with Karim Benzema saying to the fans, look, no Cristiano Ronaldo, but we can still play football. So it's 1-1 as we speak. We'll continue to monitor what's going on right there at the Super Cup. Action all the way in football. We are also waiting for that crucial quarterfinal match in the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Nigeria will take on Spain. It looks like a very pretty tough match for the Falconers, but hey, relax, it's football where anything can happen. We didn't expect them to qualify for the quarterfinals. Let's see what Coach Christopher Danjuma and the girls can do. Can they turn it around against Spain? Football will give us the answer. Back home in Nigeria, I will receive the final deadline warning from FIFA. It's now 5 days to go. FIFA said from now to August the 20th, fix the issues, the crisis in Nigerian football. Otherwise, Nigeria will be suspended. Some group of persons in Abuja said no. They went to the street today. It was a peaceful protest, but they're saying, look, FIFA status bigger than the Nigerian law. That's what the other group they're saying. But FIFA said, look, we recognize Amadou Pinnick, and if you don't hand over everything that concerns football to Amadou Pinnick before 12 noon Central African time on August the 20th, the Nigeria will be suspended. Football administration in Nigeria, the NFF drama series will be discussed tonight on the program. So take a look at what went down in Abuja and look at all of this shenanigans, confusions. How is it going to get out of our football? Would there ever be peace in Nigerian football? That discussion will get us talking on the show tonight. He's just 27 years old and has just 37 appearances for Nigeria. But Victor Moses said, look, I don't want to play international football anymore. I didn't like that story when I saw it. What's going on with Victor Moses? And we've opened a thread on our social media platform asking, did Victor Moses take the right decision at 27, just 37 caps for your country, and is quitting from international football? What's your take? What do you think about Victor Moses quitting international football? That one should also get us talking on the show tonight. We'll continue to look at the rebranding of the Lagos Governors Cup to the Lagos Open. There are more reactions coming out of that one. We'll listen to some persons. Kenneth Omeru, Super Eagles defender, has gone to Leganes of Spain. At the end of La Liga, Chelsea said once again, go on another loan spell. Go and learn. He did it with Kasim Pasa last season. He had a beautiful season, went to the World Cup, and now he's going to Spain, Leganes, to play football. Let's see what Kenneth Omeru can make out of that experience. Somebody will say, when will he stop going on loan? Remember, that was how it was for Victor Moses. And when he came back to stabilize, he held his ground right there at Chelsea. So much going down in our world of sports. Let's bring you into the discussion. I know you are itching to talk to us. I'm already seeing your messages via our social media platforms. Keep them coming on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. Send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. Hashtag football in Nigeria. Let's keep it that way. FIFA says from now to August the 20th, fix all of the crises. FIFA said, look, we are done. We're tired. Nigeria, hurry up. With Amadou Pinnick, we know if you don't fix your house, if you don't put everything in order, Nigeria will be suspended. It wasn't just Nigeria. FIFA talked about, also gave August the 27th for Ghana to also fix the crisis in their football. But our own football is our own football. So we want to understand what's really going on with football in Nigeria. Talk to us, Twitter channels, _sports, Facebook channels, sports, and send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. It doesn't end there. It gets better. All our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube/Channels Web. If you log on to channelstv.com, you should be able to download the Channels TV app for any of those devices you see right there. We're trying to help you keep up with the pace. Your award-winning, sports-loving Channels Television. If you download that app and follow the instructions, you'll be able to, follow us anywhere in the world. We just want to put the world in the palm of your hands, particularly this racy, pacey, action-packed world of sports where so much is going down. Even as we speak, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, they're playing football, trying to see who will be crowned champions of the Super Cup. That's one we are monitoring for you tonight on the program. So much is going down, but let's welcome our guest. You always see him in the morning. I said, look, I'll bring him out tonight. Shola Rogers is with us. Shola, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
It's good to be here, Austin. It's good to get to be on the show with you after a long time.
Long time. And what a time to come. One of the drama going on in Nigerian football. But Shola, do you see an end in sight anytime soon?
Well, everything that has a beginning definitely has an end. So eventually we will get to the bottom of this drama, like you called it.
But this has been going on since 2004, bro. 2004.
Yes, and of course, it's just like the Olympics and the World Cup every 4 years. But ours is actually after every World Cup. That because of the elections, there's always a lot of drama leading up to it. And it basically goes to show that our administrators are really, really not interested in the good of the game. It looks like everybody's in it for some personal gains and stuff. Because I wonder how someone somewhere will say that the ban won't come. Now that the letter has come, they're still telling you that there's this other reason or that reason. But if we really do care, we need to understand the facts of the matter. First things first, which election did the other person win? You know? Let's talk facts and figures.
Yeah.
You need 44 delegates for an elective Congress. The Congress that you're claiming you had an election, was it an elective Congress or a Congress that was called to set the roadmap for an election? How many people signed in? There's a lot of facts out there, but people don't want the truth. They just want to...
Shola just taking us back to 2014. He went down there to scratch the foundation of the matter once again. We'll get into it. We'll talk about football administration in Nigeria, but let's play some tennis now. We're waiting for the Lagos Governors Cup. Yesterday, they called the media. They said, look, we are rebranding. We want this thing to get into the Challenger circuit. And so we want to rebrand it to the Lagos Open. Former president of the Nigeria Tennis Federation, a good friend of ours, Chuka Moma, has welcomed the decision by the organizers of the Lagos Governors Cup to upgrade the tournament to a Challenger circuit from 2019. Awesome. The upgrade will see top tennis seeds feature in the pro circuit in Nigeria. And Mr. Momo is excited. Mr. Moma is excited. This will also inspire local players to aim higher. Let's listen to Chuka Moma. I'll be right back.
And not only money, but they want to earn the all-important ATP points. So it's not, and because this has gone on for about 18 years, there's already established records, established ways of doing things. So I don't think there'll be any problems with stepping up. That should even be the spur for the local players to aim higher. And not just the local players, mind you. We're talking about kids. If this serves to ignite the psyche of some of them, if 10,000 kids are able to see snippets of this tournament on television in primary schools around the country, and from those 10,000, let's say 500 get to pick up a racket and start playing tennis. If within that 500, 5 become champions, that's a lot.
That's it, Mr. Moma. I totally agree with you. Go down there, get young talents, put the numbers together, and some way, somehow, you're going to get future champions. But it takes a lot because at that level, you must invest. And that's what he's talking about, Shola. Bernard Courage has been here, played the Governors Cup, and he's doing well at the ATP. And look, we're saying if this upgrade is good, then it will be good for our players, good for our tennis also.
Yes, because when you put such events together, your players get to watch and experience these things first, and they get to rub shoulders with the best at that level, and it can only just rub up positively on us. It's a good thing. I'm hoping that they will really take some of the advice that Mr. Moma has put out there, him being a very sound sports aficionado. So definitely, it's a good one. As we're playing elite tennis, let's also look at the grassroots.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the foundation. because that's how to build, from the bottom up. As those players are getting tired and they want to retire, you go to your pool of those ones that you've invested and say, come on, let's do something. The tournament director of the Lagos Governors Cup, Prince Wale Oladunjoye, he says top stars will be anxious to compete in Nigeria when the tournament, which will be known as the Lagos Open, becomes the Challenger Circuit next year. Mr. Oladunjoye says the motive behind the upgrade is to ensure that tennis top seeds do not just come to Nigeria for exhibition matches, but rather participate in competitive games for ATP and WTA ranking points. I love that. Let's listen to Wale Oladunjoye.
There is a need for tourism and sports with youth to be able to continuously be attracted to Lagos. Lagos Open is destination. Let me also quickly mention here, Governors Cup Lagos is the gateway for what you have seen all over the sports. Before I left office, we make sure with the former commissioner Aniton Shodi that let us put some sports in place. And I'm happy the Lagos Marathon is on, the taekwondo is on, the table tennis is on. We have the badminton. They're all taking a cue from Governors Cup Lagos. I think we have stayed in the doldrum for too long. As about 5 years ago, we were able to bring the Williams sisters to demonstrate. We want to bring them now to compete. We want to bring them now to compete and compete on the soft Lagos. I think we deserve it. The players also deserve to be where things are happening.
That's right. So, when you look at it in the whole, it's going to make us a better tennis playing nation because they will learn how to put together a good competition. You just mentioned how the Governors Cup has rubbed off on the classics. Now we're having the Nigeria Open with table tennis. We'll have the Badminton International Classics. We have swimming. So it's good for us to keep these competitions going so that we'll gain administratively, and of course our players will gain good exposure and experience.